Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Something Weird. That's kind of the theme of all these movies I review. But the title of this one really lives up to its name because because this one is about a guy named Cronin, or maybe it's Cronin, I don't know. Again, it's another movie it's been a while since I've seen, who develops psychic powers after an electrical accident. Yes, apparently he has psychic powers. He has ESP, TLC, LSD. I don't know. There's supposed to be LSD involved in this one too. And he decides to kind of use his newfound psychic abilities for fame and fortune. He meets up with a witch who tries to make a deal with him, but he says not interested. Then he meets up with a woman in a restaurant. They spend the night together, and turns out he slept with the witch in a different form. The witch tries to help him out and everything like that, and just becomes, yes, something weird. Cronin, or Cronin, I don't know, I don't remember, tries to help out the police and everything like that, but he has a government agent on his trail. His name is Alex. And Alex, after a while, starts falling in love with the witch, whose name is Ellen. But, of course, Alex doesn't realize that she's a witch, because she always appears in a different form, sort of like Miss America or something like that. Well, Cronin, I don't know, winds up realizing he's had enough of Ellen's crap and decides he wants to no longer want her help. She winds up, I think she takes his powers away or something like that. Anyway, it all winds up with him trying to run away from her, I think, or it might have been Alex, I'm not really sure. Somehow lands on some sort of a landmine-looking thing, and he kills himself. Alex sees Ellen, realizes she's really a witch, and all this falling in love stuff he had for her, when he realizes what he fell in love with, he knew he was in a lot of trouble, and Ellen decides to pursue Alex. And that's pretty much where the movie ends. So, why did this movie suck? Oh, lordy. Probably one particular scene in particular where I want to say it was Cronin was trying to sleep and his bed was trying to attack him. Yeah. It's a very trippy movie, makes your head hurt, and it's not really something I can say I enjoyed immensely. It's an old 60s movie, and Cronin, he really becomes a big-time jerk, but I will admit, the witch effects were pretty good, but things just don't make a whole heck of a lot of sense in this movie, and you kind of get lost in it after a while, and you're trying to figure out where to go, what to do, and again, it just, nothing great. That might have been a better title for this movie, Nothing Great. But again, it's a weird, trippy movie. I wouldn't try anything that might be heavy on your stomach before you try watching this, because I mean, there's nothing gross about it. I don't remember there being any gore in it, but it'll mess with your head big time. So there you guys have it, a review of Something Weird, the movie. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that promised something in the title, but didn't quite deliver, and by the end of it, you kind of felt like in a lot of ways, yeah, that was something weird and unwatchable, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. You know something weird? This movie, it kind of lives up to the title, but again, it should have been just called, it's like, we're just going to take this movie all over the place and mess with your head and probably try to get you off drugs if that's possible. But again, it was done in the 60s, so that was next to impossible.